So good day everyone, my name is Major Small and the topic that I want to present is module for lesson 6, which is the 5 ways to develop an instructional strategy using technology. As students, parents, and educators alike have witnessed over the last school year, we're living in a time of rapid educational and technological change. Right now, educators have the opportunity to empower students to fully participate in a connected, high tech society by developing an instructional strategy using technology. Using technology in teaching and learning enables teachers to make the fundamental structural changes that can accelerate learning gains during the next school year and beyond. And here are the 5 actionable ways to develop an instructional strategy that uses technology to manage, facilitate, and enhance learning. First is the space is the place. Technology should complement the space where learning takes place. One of the first things that students, parents, and educators notice about a classroom is the physical organization of the learning environment. Often the one-room schoolhouse setup is the difficult arrangement. However, if the goal is to facilitate student learning rather than placing the teacher at the center of the classroom, it's time to reconsider how you set up the learning space. Start by thinking about all the way to set up your physical space for flexible use, communication, and collaboration, while preparing students to achieve specific educational objectives. In some cases, monitoring all students' screens simultaneously or having a flexible setting arrangement can help create the best environment possible for effective classroom instruction. There are many options to use the physical space to promote thinking and collaboration, including maker spaces, station base, a mix of geometric shapes, and a Socratic seminar or visual approach. It is easier to figure out how technology can enhance and not detract from the human interactions you strive to build in your classroom with an intentional setup. Next is the keeping it real. Keep lessons practical and grounded in real life situations. John Dewey, a significant educational thinker during the progressive movement, argued that education should be personally meaningful and participatory and should prepare students to serve a productive role in a democratic society. The spirit lives on in today's classrooms in instructional strategies that use technology to drive student engagement, project based learning, student accountability, and more. For example, when teaching an environmental science lesson about biodiversity, education technology allows students to take virtual field trips or share data and resources with others both locally and globally. Or for lessons on pulling and calculating the margin of error, a learning management system or LMS can make it easier to develop and distribute an internal survey for students to analyze, report results, and demonstrate the underlying mathematical concepts. Next is the teaching before the teaching. Establish clear expectations and objectives early. Opening up the computer lab and passing out devices before going over objectives and expectations can use valuable learning time. It's essential to prepare students for learning with some anticipatory activities that prepare students for the technologically enhanced instruction to come, providing continuity from the last lesson and getting students ready for the next task is a tried and true way to focus attention and engage the class before putting devices in their hands. Let's say the lesson is on social revolutions, and you want the students to research the reasons for sudden changes in societies. A quick brief or a class discussion on economic, social, or cultural evolutions that the students may already be familiar with to start the lesson plan would be an effective way to set the lesson's objectives and promote student engagement. EdTech tools such as presentation software and discussion boards in an LMS can be helpful in this type of instructional strategy. Next, the collaborating for success. With the help of EdTech, collaborative learning in the classroom can be more engaging and productive than ever. According to the Center for Teaching Innovation at Cornell University, there are many well known benefits of collaborative learning, including developing higher level thinking, exposure to diverse perspectives, and preparation for workplace interactions. The good news is that with the help of EdTech, collaborative learning in the classroom can be more engaging and productive. An LMS can be set up for both synchronous, the real-time, and asynchronous collaboration, depending on class objectives and the needs of your students. For example, let's say one of your goals in an English language art class is for students to provide substantive, specific peer feedback to one another and then make appropriate revisions based on that feedback. Instead of the tradition trading of papers and handwritten comments, an LMS can promote two-way conversation about their work, make comments, share ideas, respond to each other, and adapt the product in real time. Next is the build character. Build character with digital citizenship. When integrating technology into your instructional approach, whether small group learning, a class role playing exercise, or an independent study project, it's important to weave in lessons geared specifically toward relevant digital citizenship targets, such as those included in the ISCA standards for students. Teaching digital citizenship skills offers a student centered and proactive approach that utilizes positive behavior, interventions, and supports in the classroom. For example, in exploring characterization, students can compose a series of tweets and replies as Julius Caesar and discuss the concept of his digital identity. Or students can practice citing sources while creating an infographic about the causes of the American Civil War. And the last is the align strategy enhanced with the tech, enhanced instructional strategy with technology. The vision of an impactful 21st century classroom includes meaningful integration of technology to improve instruction and personalized learning. Take your instructional strategies to the next level by selecting edtech tools that will best meet the needs of students in mastering the desired content, concepts, and processes. With the right technology that supports teaching and learning, you'll have the tools to develop instructional strategies that accelerate learning gains, whether using social media, features of your LMS, presentation software, or other digital tools. Incorporating technology and teaching and learning has a huge potential to engage students and make it easier for them to process, organize, and present their knowledge. And that's all for the 5 ways to develop an instructional strategy using technology. Thank you.